presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet Patriots their perfection. Lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
He's got Khalil Shakir. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Pressure coming. It's Allen. That's more on the quick slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain to find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Allen now on first down. He's got more once again. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. First down of the game for James Cook. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On first down, Allen finds him over the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
17 more yards. That's another Bills first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got first and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Working inside the red zone. Brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Now design wrong. It's Allen. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal for Allen. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
Bass now to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Now he takes it. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going with the quick pass out line. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And again, it's Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Dumps it off to his running back. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. D. Alford getting there for the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. 1st and 10. Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. And they get to him again! And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Shakir with the grab. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. There's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Allen setting up play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
It's Allen out of the pistol. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Allen gonna throw again. Finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone now. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On the Seahawks 7-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, Allen to the air. And he's got it in close. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. To the air again. Allen. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 3.
Bass now to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running line.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
taken down.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Darnold. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd down now. They need 7. To throw again, it's Allen. That's more of a catch out left. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen dumps it off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Allen to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on third and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Man in motion here. First and 10. Here's Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Coleman. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Offensive line. This is second and 4. Allen looking to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. This is a designed run for Allen. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Now Allen going to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Bass's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes George Halani. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's halted in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play fake, Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Dive play straight ahead. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now Darnold off the play action. This is Cup. That's Cup. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Wilson can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. time as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes away from one. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Escapes the defender. He cuts it back right. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22. And the Bills have a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Back to the air, Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Allen. Has him on a quick hitter. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs from the 37. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Slot receivers headed left. Now Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Finds his fullback. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was the head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Bass's kick is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Pass now to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He dodged the tackle. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Cut for big yards on the right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Wilson on the shotgun handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down, Seattle.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. 1st and 10 from the 32. With a quick pass out wide. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks making a 1-score game before halftime.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game.
Seahawks 17.
a three-point game now. Ty Johnson now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make... Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, Allen. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run it with Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send him over right. 2nd down. Here's Allen again. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
Diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, Iketina, orange Richard Mille on me dancing just like Bia, going against Glizz.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And Bass's kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Makes the score Bills 20.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. And the Bills are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3, the Super Bowl is underway. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Design bootleg here. Dumps it off to his running back. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. 1st and 10. This is Cook. Through the second level at the 40. And he's all the way up to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So 1st down from the 41. Another one for Cook. Has him another lane. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Allen to throw. That's more on the quick slant. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw now, Allen. Toward Moore, but it's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. They'll cobble together a yard there. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st down, Seattle.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Darnold looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it.
Sam Darnold scrambles from the pocket.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half. It's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. And up from the pistol to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs from the 37. Shakir sent in motion left. Keeps away from one. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Cook. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Even 10-yard gain on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
That extra half-second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. It's the same thing with the drop. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D-tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. They're across the 40. Nice run here. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Gain of 26 yards. There's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a design run. It's Allen. A gain of 15 there. And the Bills have a 1st down.
And And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 9-point advantage. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Pass on for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 20.
Pass now to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during a game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, Darnold. Varner's got it. Complete. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. It's a give to Wilson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now Darnold. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd and goal, Darnold. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard
line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. And the Bills, staring down that first title, partner, have the lead. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he'll change.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
We've set it downs from 37. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's still going at the 30. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. In motion, the slot man right. Allen on 3rd and short. It's on target to Moore. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Bills. First down. First and 10.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That one connects, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Now run by Cook, and he's in for the touchdown. The Bills go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Bills 37, Seahawks 23.
Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Now Darnold off the play action. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's brought down at the line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Darnold. He set up the screen. It's Shaheed. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 30.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
To number 2, DJ Moore. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in primetime. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play fake, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Leads it again to Smith-Njigba. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Another carry for him. Escapes the defender. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now they're on for the most important extra point of their entire season. And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's a give to Cook. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Allen setting up to throw. Oh, man, it's Knox. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Allen now on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. At the 20. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 37.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And after that pick 6 just moments ago, Brock, they now need a touchdown of their own to tie this game up.
Sure does. They need to stem some of that momentum. As quarterback, you just gave that defense. This is where staying in neutral, not too high, not too low, is so very critical.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. And that's going to be complete to Hans. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him and play an add-on with those yards.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Allen looking to throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bills losing by 7. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more. All set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There he is again, Brock. It's Coleman. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Here's a design run. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi Trophy had to be earned here tonight. Not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott, wherever